Good day, everyone. I am R. Dave T. Kumaling, and I am discussing or reporting about Chapter 5.7 or the Information Technology and Estimating, and the Chapter 5.8, the Realism of Estimates. So, Information Technology and Estimating. Estimating techniques historically manual, now integrating IT tools. So, before, the techniques in estimating is manual um, without a computer or touch of technology. But now it has a integrating IT tools, which is the easy calculations and so on. Development of computer hardware and software is estimate processes. So because of the development of computer hardware and software, um, it's easy for us also in especially in estimating processes, and increase computer literacy among project management professional. And project management professional improve their literacy or their knowledge about computer, and application of IT tools facilitate estimating processes. Role of computer estimating varies based on users' requirements. So the computer will vary on the requirements of the user. It is user friendly also. And client needs at design stage differ from contractor needs at tender. Data availability for estimates also vary. So data gathering or the data availability is also crucial in um, integrating IT tools because it is their basis on giving information or giving results or calculation based on the data given to them. And the specific hardware or software products, not detailed focus on functions of IT. It focuses on functions of the information technology. It compasses storage, transfer, retrieval, manipulation, calculation, and presentation of data. Software packages incorporate data libraries, manipulation methods, and reporting formats. User interface ranges from data libraries to fully automated expert system. Degree of complexity and user interference operation vary. So, IT magkompass siya sa mga storage, transfer, retrieval, manipulation, calculation. So, daghan ko siya. It has so many things that can do based on your data that is presented, and also the presentation of data. Software packages incorporates data library manipulation methods and reporting. So, in summary to this, data and integrating IT tools in estimates is very helpful um, to the project for more accurate or more realistic um, computations and manipulations, calculation, and presentation of data. Software packages aim to be user-friendly, resembling normal workflow. So they are trying their best to make a software that is easy and accessible for the user, make it um, more convenient to use. Reduces time on routine calculation, allowing more focus on judgment and experience. So it allows them to focus more on judgment and experience rather than on calculation because um, it is covered by the integrating IT tools. It will help them to save more time and have more time on judgment and experience. Next is accuracy depends on input data quality, careful application, and updating of data libraries. So data quality is so important in this matter because the accuracy depends on the data that is put in there and also in updating the data libraries. Lastly, computer-based estimates as accurate as input data quality. So the accuracy of the estimation will depend on the data that is input on there. IT doesn't replace estimator's role but enhance it. So it doesn't replace because IT doesn't work on its own but with the use of human intervention. So it doesn't replace the estimator's role but to enhance it by making it more accurate using of technology. And software assist with estimating techniques offer project management advancement advantages. Links different project stages and integrates with planning packages and software readily available to assist with various estimating techniques. So software is already available um, with different estimating techniques. So it will really save time to the in doing project. Expert system aids decision making, optimizing resource selection, utilizes knowledge developed from experience to optimize selection. Computer simulation guides user through decision making process. So there is a simulation guide that users make decision on process. It's like a um, practice for them. Expert systems provide assistance in producing cost-effective estimate. So it is a very big help in estimating the project rather than doing it manual. Estimating systems evolve within integrated construction management systems. Knowledge-based systems developed as decision-making aids within this environment. Estimating software packages integrated with other construction management systems. And lastly, continuous evaluation within integrated environment of construction management system. So for the chapter 5.8, realism of estimates. Using the word realism rather than accuracy. Estimate are not accurate in the sense of accounting. Make up of total must be expected to change. Being realistic means acknowledging constraints like time, resources, and unforeseen challenges, while accuracy it's often difficult to predict every detail precisely. Being realistic allows for flexibility and adaptation when things don't go exact as planned, ensuring better overall project success. Realism of estimates influenced by first the nature of location of work and this refers to the specific characteristics of the project and where it's being carried out. And for example, if the project involve construction on mountain areas or remote areas or challenging environment or the overpopulated urban areas may require more resources, time, and effort than a similar project in a more accessible location. And also understanding the nature and location helps project manager make realistic estimates and resources needed and the potential changes they may encounter. Next is the level of project or contract definition. This relates to how well defined project objectives, scope, and requirements are at the outset. Project with clear, detailed, and specifications tend to have more accurate estimates because there are less rooms for unexpected changes. And also, poorly defined scopes may lead to inaccurate estimates as requirements evolve over time. And lastly, residual risk and uncertainty. Every project carries some level of risk and uncertainty that can be impactful. Project timelines and cost. Assessing and mitigating this risk is crucial for making realistic estimates. Project with higher level of residual risk and uncertainty may require more conservative estimate to account for potential setbacks or unexpected challenges. Standard deviation of 7% for contractors' bid estimates in UK process plant industry. Range of performance 4% to 15% among companies. And high-risk projects, especially development projects, have greater accuracy range. The standard deviation of 7% for contractors' bid estimates in UK indicates the level of variable or dispersion among the estimates cost provided by different contractor bidding for project within this sector. And that range 4% to 15% among companies, it is the 4% is the highest or high level of accuracy in their estimates, and 15 is um, prone to risk and uncertainties. And high risk projects, especially development projects, have greater accuracy range. So why high risk project have greater accuracy range? Because it is more studied on what will happen and all of the possible things be um, that will happen on the project. Variation in individual items within estimate is significant. So it is significant to have a specific items with an estimate in the realism of estimates. Cost control based on actual estimated cost comparison to obvious values, and prefer performance measurement systems integrating cost and program. Simulation studies shows that improved estimating accuracy correlates with improved companies' performance. So, estimating accuracy um, relies on the company's performance. So, when we say that the um, accuracy or the estimating accuracy of a project is low, so it means that the company's performance is also low. So it depends on the company's performance, the um, estimating accuracy of a project. Estimating problem can be addressed by adapting this four approach or steps. First is the structured approach. Um, by following a structured approach, project managers can ensure consistency, transparency, and accuracy in their estimates, reducing the likelihood of overlooking key factors of making errors. Next is the choice of the appropriate techniques. And the choice of appropriate techniques also involves considering factors such as the level of project definition and availability of historical data. the complexity of a project and the degree of uncertainty by selecting the right technique for the specific circumstances. Project manager can generate more accurate and reliable data. Next is the use of most reliable data. Project managers should gather as much relevant and up-to-date data as possible to inform their estimates. Additionally, they should uh, critically evaluate and credibility and relevance of the data sources to ensure that the estimates are based on reliable information. And lastly, consideration the risk. Mm, they should um, identify and assess and prioritize the risks that may affect their estimates, considering both the likelihood of occurrence and potential impact. By incorporating risk analysis into the estimation process, project managers can account for uncertainties and development contingencies, plan to mitigate potential adverse effect on the project. This proactive approach helps ensure that the estimates are realistic and resilient to unforeseen challenges. And in this graph, shows estimating performance and objectives. So as you can see, estimated cost na lang siya kataas or dili kay siya nga dako compared to the actual cost that has a apparent cost overruns that is almost times 2 sa estimated cost. And next is the achievable cost, which is that high. Medyo dool siya sa kinadak-an nga apparent cost pero dili siya kaabot. And for the realistic estimate of probable cost showing tolerance. First is for the low side tolerance. The low side tolerance represents the lower boundary of the estimated cost. Mm, it could potentially lead to cost savings or efficiencies during the project's execution. This might include favorable market conditions, efficient source utilization, or successful risk management strategies. It also serves as the buffer against unexpected cost increase and provides a level of confidence with the project can be completed within budget even under favorable condition. Next is the most probable estimates. By the name itself, most probable estimate, so diri gid ga fall out ang budget or ang probable cost or ang realistic estimate in every project. It represents a single point within the estimate's cost range that is considered the most likely outcome based on the available information and project assumption. And it also reflects the project manager's best assessment of expected cost, taking into account factors such as historical data, expert judgment, and risk analysis. The MPE serves as the baseline for project planning and budgeting, in providing a reference point for decision making and resource allocation. And lastly, the high side tolerance. Um, the high side tolerance represents the upper boundary of the estimated cost range. So it accounts for potential risks, uncertainties, and unforeseen challenges that could lead to cost overruns during the project execution. This might include material prices, fluctuations, delay in delivery, changes in regulatory requirements, or adverse weather conditions. And the high side also acts as the contingency reserve, providing a caution against unexpected cost increases and ensuring that the project remains financially viable even under adverse condition. And that would be all. Thank you for listening and God bless.